Do you know someone in your classroom, school, home, or community perhaps who's a little different? Well, we're all very different from each other, but we're going to talk about those differences today and how we can approach them. Hello, boys and girls. My name is Mr. Rhodes, and I teach 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade at the Oakdale STEAM Elementary School. Today, I've brought us a very special book to me, and it's a book about very special people. You may not know this, but I am a teacher of students with exceptionalities, and exceptionalities are ways in which we learn or do things differently. So today, this book is going to discuss how important it is to recognize what those differences are, and it will discuss ways in which we can treat people with dignity and respect. Let's get started. This book is called Don't Call Me Special, and it's written by Pat Thomas. Some children find it really hard to join in with sports and games on the playground. How can you tell which ones?
Okay, hold there.
You probably picked out the girl in the wheelchair. Lots of people would guess that because she has a disability, she wouldn't be interested in sports. Actually, it's this boy. He hates sports because he can't run as fast as his friends, and he always gets pushed around. Sometimes when we see people who are different from us, we assume things about them that are not always true. When you assume, you are just making a guess. Assuming things about people can hurt their feelings and make them feel very left out. Everybody in the world is unique. That means that each one of us is a little different from everyone else. We each have things that we can do easily and things that we find are hard and need help with. So what about you? What are some things that you do very well? What are some things that you find very difficult to do? I think I teach very well, but I will be honest, I can't play sports. If you give me a basketball, I'll just throw it down. If you need glasses to see or special scissors to cut with, you are using special equipment to help you do your best. Do you use special equipment? I'm using special equipment right now. Without these, I can't see a thing. Children with disabilities often use helpful equipment too. They use ramps to make getting from one place to another easier. They have special toilets and sinks or special types of mice and keyboards to help them use a computer. Some children are born with a disability and some have a disability because they've had an illness or have been in an accident. Now, you'll notice that this book uses the word disability a lot. I am not a fan of that word. I like to use the word exceptionality. So from this point on, when I see that word in this book, I'm going to substitute exceptionality for it, okay? There are many different types of exceptionalities. There are some where parts of your body don't work as well, and there are some that make it hard to learn as fast as others. Years ago, children with exceptionalities went to special schools with special teachers. Because of this, people started calling them special. Today, many people with exceptionalities dislike being called special because it makes them sound too different from everyone else. Don't you dislike when people make you stand out in a crowd and you really don't want to? That's kind of like what this is. Now many children with exceptionalities go to ordinary schools. That's because we know that the world is more interesting when we can all be together and learn from each other. And even though children with exceptionalities may sometimes look different on the outside, Inside, they are just like you and me. They feel angry and sad when they are teased, and they feel happy and confident when they are accepted. Some children with exceptionalities have extra teachers or helpers who work with them at school and at home. Sometimes these helpers are adults, and sometimes they are children in the class. Have you ever helped out a classmate before? A helper's job is just to help. It can be very upsetting when a helper tries to do everything. No two people learn things in the same way or at the same speed. Some children who have an exceptionality take longer to do or learn things, or they do them in a different way. But sometimes they can do things better and learn things faster than others. We all need to work and play together. And with a little extra help, children with exceptionalities can learn and grow and do the things they want to, just like everybody else. The end. I am certain that you know someone in your classroom, your school, your home, or your community with an exceptionality. I encourage you, don't assume anything about them. In fact, it's okay to ask. And everyone wants to feel accepted. I know I sure do. I hope you're doing everything that you can to make everyone in your environment feel loved and cared for and accepted. Thank you.